Good afternoon and welcome to Churchill Middle School in East Brunswick for the 2024 GMC Girls Championship Wrestling Finals. Today we have 24 of the county's best female wrestlers ready to compete head-to-head in the finals. And I'll tell you, Mike, I apologize, I'm Carlo Socio, along here with Mike Giordano. And I'll tell you, Mike, it's been some really good wrestling so far leading up to the finals.
Yeah, the level of girls wrestling has just gotten so much better. You know, over the past couple of years, there's more opportunities for them. The girls are going to wrestling clubs now, and the wrestling clubs are understanding that. There's a lot of teams, full teams now. Used to be back in the day, one girl had to wrestle. Now you have full teams, and I think that's helping. They're wrestling the boys in practice. So maybe the boy's a little stronger. So now, if I can do that move against a boy, I can I'm pretty confident in doing it against a girl. Yep. Because you always want to wrestle somebody, better than you. And there's an old adage: you don't want to be the best person in the room. And I think, with that being said, it's a very compatible activity for both.
Absolutely. And what we've seen as girls wrestling has developed from its first state finals in 2019 is at the technical level, as Coach G has said, has just gotten better and better every season, and that's been indicative of what we've seen here throughout the course of the preliminary rounds. So with that being said, we just want to rattle off finalists by teams. Old Bridge has the most finalists with 6. St. Thomas Aquinas and East Brunswick each have 4 finalists. Perth Amboy and North Brunswick have 3. Metuchen has 2, and North and South Plainfield each have 1 finalist. So there's a good representation
from the county,
of the GMC teams out there in the finals, and we're looking forward to a really exciting finals and some great wrestling.
Yeah, there's been some upsets already. One thing I have to notice, the flexibility of these young ladies is just, it's amazing for, being guys, because some of the moves these girls can get out of, their elbows on this side of the head, and then they're still, so it's very tough. So they have a big flexibility advantage. Before we start, I just want to say, we have sponsors for every weight class, but Chick Wrestler supports the growth of girls wrestling through clothing and female-focused wrestling gear. So it's chickwrestler.com. Chick Wrestler is sponsoring every weight class. Chick Wrestler, once again, is sponsoring every weight class. So I'm saying this now up front so that we'll say it again during it, but we're probably not going to say it in each weight class. So once again, Chick Wrestler, an outstanding platform for girls, is sponsoring all the weight classes for our young ladies. Okay?
And with that being said, we would like to thank in advance all of our sponsors of GMC's Girls Wrestling, and ask you to, as we announce them at each of the weight classes, to please do your best to try to patronize them and help support them back for supporting our GMC girls wrestlers.
Well, I would say the venue here is a lot larger than it's been in the past.
Yep.
This tournament is growing, more spectators, and the growth of girls wrestling is just phenomenal throughout every community. The diversity. This sport has brought together so many people. You get traditional inner city schools like Trenton and New Brunswick, Lakewood, that are developing girls programs. So it's good to see that. It's good to see that. As we talked about it before, this sport you don't have to have a lot of money. You need wrestling shoes and you need a headgear and a singlet, pretty much it. The money comes into like going to camps and clubs, but I think what's happening now, a lot of these girls are hooking up. They're finding somebody who maybe will sponsor them, so their parents don't have to pay the $200 or $300, for them to go. So if there's a way to go, it's good. And plus, what's the good thing about the girls wrestling is now the college level is giving full scholarships, for girls wrestling, something we never would have thought would happen. So as a parent, sometimes, if you make a lot of money, maybe your kid can't get financial aid, the academics are there, so now they have wrestling scholarships for the young ladies. So it's just tremendous. It's tremendous, the growth worldwide of the sport and in the United States.
Yeah, exactly. Just a growing and blossoming sport, and we are proud of all of our participants. And with that being said, we're going to close out with, although right now we're focusing on the 24 top wrestlers in the finals. We want to give a congratulations to all of the participants throughout this tournament. All of them went out there, win or lose. They gave their best 100%. And this is not an easy sport. You can't hide behind your defenders or your quarterbacks. It's just you out there. And we want to give every girl who participated in this tournament throughout the day and as they continue in their season, congratulations and a best of luck and a good job, and keep working hard. And with that being said, I guess we're back in a few minutes with the start of the finals.
There we go. Sounds good to me.